That's what they got going on. That's what they got ready for us. You understand? They're going to shift labor around. But that's another subject altogether. Let's get back to this bonding issue. So, what I'm saying is that they hire people like me. We go into the school, look at some 7 or 8-year-old children, and from the way they are expressing too much anger, too much fear, too much anxiety, we can predict how many prisons to build. Because we know they're going to cause this amount of problems because they can't bond with their money, can't bond with their relationship, can't bond with it. They're going to have a baby and leave the baby. We know that. Just from the inability to have bipolar emotions. Back to the emotional vocabulary, having a merger of understanding positive laughter, positive jealousy, negative jealousy. Just having one-sided emotions, I know it's not going to work. So they hire nuts like me today in the USA. We go into the elementary schools, we look at the children's expression and behavior, and from there we get in a conference and we predict how many prisons to build for that city or for that state. That's how it's done. That's what I used to do. I'm telling you how it's done. Because we know you're incomplete. We know you're a partial person. Because your mother and father were not merged as one, and that limited your emotional vocabulary, which limits the way you express your life, not for that one day, but forever. Because nature says, if you mess with me, I punish you forever. You fall down, I'm going to break your leg. I don't care if you're 5 years old, 15 years old, I'm punishing you right here, right now. I don't forgive. I'm not God. Nature's Hurricane Katrina. Nature's a volcano. Nature will kick your behind. But that's another subject altogether. So we're talking about the bonding process, emotional development, all that sort of thing, how it works. Now, the baby emerges from the uterus. We all came here the same way. Some of us are like cesarean sections, so you know that's going to hamper your ability to bond anyway. Some of us are were conceived at night. And that never happened in African history. Nocturnal people are Europeans. They have honeymoons, they have parties at night, they dance at night, they have sex at night, they eat at night. They are night people. We are people of the sun, written in all our books, all our activities that we're doing today. We taught during the day, we ate during the day, we had sex during the day. So now we're conceived at night, which has never happened in the African history. And sometimes it shows up pretty bad. I don't know. I'm just a night person. I'll get everything done at night. Negro, you were conceived at night. But I don't want to upset your brother. I said, all right, yeah, you're a night person. That's when you get your energy, right? Yeah, your father got a lot of energy that night. Yeah, he was stroking. So it shows up. So we got all of these night people now, which we never had before. So we're getting conflicts with people. You're a day person, your mate's a night person. You got a conflict going on. Because of this partial understanding of the growth and development process, the gestational process of where you fit in the pregnancy. Because the Europeans wrote the man out of pregnancy. Pregnancy is a woman's thing. See, we were written out of it because we're following European tradition, how we were taught by our slave master, by our colonizer. You see, the man has nothing to do with pregnancy. That's a woman's thing. We only have something to do when the child is born. Now it's our baby. But let's look at it just to be numerical. A woman may have 2 abortions in a lifetime. I'm just guessing. I'm not saying all women. You know, some women had 2 abortions. I'm a man. I've dated 5, 6 women. I may be responsible for 15 abortions. I'm a walking abortion factory. The women don't always tell you, man, when they aborted a baby from you. They won't tell you. I don't want to be with him. He ain't no good. It's just I'll get rid of the thing. So you don't even know how many abortions you have occurred. You're a walking death factory. Abortionist. You see? So you have a lot of spiritual crime on you already. Your sperm is tainted already. No, I'm not trying to get on anyone's personal sperm. Most of the sperm is too acid anyway. It's just a matter of looking at it under the microscope. You see the morphology, the shape of the sperm. You see how active the sperm is. If the sperm is all for itself doing drive-bys and stuff, the child's going to do drive-bys. Sperm works as a family together to help take the shell from around the egg so one sperm can get in. the eggs that the lady carried work together so they have the egg of the month. The other eggs reduce their nutritional level so they can be at 1 egg a month. They work together as a family. But if I see the sperm doing all this weird stuff, you know, boogieing and all that kind of stuff, buying condoms, I know you're going to have some problems. But that's another subject altogether. I don't want to get too technical with that, because some guys don't want to look at their sperm anyway. Because you put it under a little microscope and you look at it and see, oh yeah, I need to do this and that. Is the sperm too thick? You know, it comes up like glue. That means you're lacking vitamin C. I'm just telling you how you can look at your sperm. Or maybe I shouldn't. These guys are heterosexual. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, another can of worms altogether. So I'm saying that there are certain indicators of people suffering from emotional damage. And a lot of us are emotionally damaged. And this started before you were born. I'm trying to give you the origin of it all. So you emerge from the mother's womb, and you already have some emotional deficits. Then you meet your brothers and sisters, who already have crazy anyway. So now you got to get past your own dysfunctionality, plus your brothers and sisters' dysfunctionality, plus your mother and father who are dysfunctional. Then you leave the house, you already have crazy. Then you have a couple of relationships that are dysfunctional. Now you're already crazy again. Then you go to school. Duh! You're crazy. The clinical word would be you have some emotional challenges. Yes. Let's face it, you're just dysfunctional. So you have all of this going on, and so what happens is people have these private report cards. You know, they say, well, I had a relationship with Althea, and I was very friendly to her. I took care, I bought her flowers, and she didn't appreciate it. So I ain't gonna buy flowers for women. You know, that didn't work for me. So I scratched that off my list. Then I have a relationship with Josephine. And I know I done cooked her ham hocks and biscuits and pigtails and honky tails, whatever tail I'm talking about, so I can get some tail. No, something altogether. So I scratched that off. No tail for women. So when I do meet a woman who I'm in love with, I ain't gonna do this no more, I ain't gonna do that no more, so I'm only giving her part of my emotions. And I'm asking her to give me 100% of hers. You see, this is emotional sabotage. It's not gonna work, because you holding back. And she's standing in front of me and saying, I'm not Althea. You can do that with me. It's okay. But you already been damaged. I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. And want her to give 100%, you only give 25%. Because we got this private little emotional suicide and report card. Yeah. Yeah, we're emotionally scarred. You see, a scar you get on your skin causes that skin not to be flexible enough. So we have emotional scars, we have spiritual scars. Oh, I tried being a Jehovah's Witness, that didn't work. Then I was a Muslim last year, that didn't work. I didn't like eating bean pies anyway. I was a Christian and that didn't work. Jesus didn't look right to me. So I got all of these spiritual scars on me. Then I got emotional scars. Then I got relationship scars. So I've lost my flexibility. I've lost my ability to be human with myself. So we're going back and looking at this thing. So we have to know the basic bricks of, I'm going through the technical part of growth and development so you can see what's really going on. That's why it's very important that we control the birth of our own children. Because the birthing process and how a child is carried shapes their emotions for their life. It shapes their emotions. It's like the father comes home and the mother's pregnant. He's got an attitude. He missed the soccer game. You know, and somebody used the N-word at work, and he's all upset. And she needs nurturing. She said, well, honey, can you just sit with me for a while? No, let me have my cup of coffee. See, he came home. She's pregnant. She needs emotional food from him because she's been giving all her emotional food to the unborn child. Her cup's empty. And she said, sit down with me and just talk. You know? What you want to do? Say, I just want to look at you